Oh, hello, I'm Julia, welcome to my garden. It is the 9th of September and it is a Thursday and it is boiling. It's muggy and hot, it feels like it's going to storm. Anyway, the tomatoes. The last time we were in here, I believe, was when I just got back off my holiday and this place was a jungle. It's not a jungle anymore, I'm glad to say. It took me a long time to get on it, but we got onto it and it's fine. So I thought that today we would go through the tomatoes that I'm growing this year. I've got my list so that I don't miss any out, and we'll have a look at the condition that they're in. I have had a little bit of blight on some of the leaves in here, but as soon as I've seen it, I've whipped them off. And I'm keeping my eye out now for black spots appearing on the stems, because the minute that they start getting spots on the stems, I'm taking all the tomatoes off the plants into the house. They can finish ripening on the windowsill and then we won't lose everything. Most of them will ripen on the windowsill. I'm looking forward to showing you what we've got going on in here because it's actually quite stunning. Let's have a look, an overall view, and then we'll go through and we will talk about what tomatoes I grew. It appears that I grew 17 varieties of tomatoes this year. I like variety, I like colours, a colourful salad. Okay, I'm just going to move you for a minute. You'll have to bear with me, I've got a new tripod and I'm not sure it all works yet. So, there we go. Tomatoes in all their glory. As they go right. It's starting to rain. As soon as I've stepped outside. And they are ripening, as you can see. We're going to pick some as we go today. Let's get back inside. I apologise if you can hear the pitter-patter of the rain on the top of the polytunnel. So down here, right here by the door, we have Brad's Atomic Grape, which, oh look, that one, not there yet, but it's starting to be. That one, it's just starting to get some colour to it. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, just starting to get some colour to it now. They've already got purple shoulders. They've had that for a while, but now they're starting, you see it's just starting to get a red tinge to it. So that is our Brad's Atomic Grape. So next to them, there's some in the back, there, and here. Oh, and there's a dodgy one. Get that out after we've got everything else. Oh dear. San Marzano. They've done much better this year. I grew them properly. These have been the ones that first got the blight though, and that looks like pretty bad, that one there as well, so that's going to come off and get out of here. Next to that, the very, very prolific Shirley. Wow, what a cropper. They're doing so well. So pleased with those. And then I'm just going to move you again, bear with me. So next to the Shirley, and behind the Shirley really, here, we have got Yellow Delight. Right, okay. No, we've not, have we? Oh, that one's got blight. That one's coming out. Right, I'll rescue those in a minute. There's a yellow plum here. What is that going to be? Could be, oh, I wonder if... So we've got 2 yellow plum tomato plants and 2 yellow round tomatoes next to each other. So I've obviously got those mixed up. So I think we might have Golden Sunrise and Yellow Delight, and I think the round one is Yellow Delight and the plum one is Golden Sunrise. Moving on to one of my favourite tomatoes that is now starting to colour up at last, yay! Just can you see here, and there's another plant further at the back that way of the amazing Black Russian. I'm going to show you the size of these tomatoes. A bit of size context. They're like that, and they're all about that size. Some bigger, some smaller, but a good mix. And they have not shown any signs of blight. There's a few bits where like leaves have got broken, so you will see some of that, but they've been okay so far. We'll see. We'll see. The next two, they're a delicious tomato. They are quite savoury rather than sweet, and they're gorgeous. And next to Black Russian, we have the delightful Sweet Baby. And there's a few plants of that. There's some more of it in at the back here. That's a lovely sweet little tomato as well. And not as sweet as Sungold, but definitely a close second. Should be Ildi, but it's not. I don't think it is anyway. Certainly the trusses of flowers have not been as big as Ildi should be. So, who knows, but they're very tasty. A yellow plum. The amazing, the delightful, the delicious, the delectable, the lovely Sungold. So good. They're so good. I can see a ripe one actually. Just you bear with me a minute, people, please. Ho, 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 ho. Come here. Come here, my lovely. Excuse my rubbish nail varnish. I was digging yesterday. Look at that. Bye bye. Oh. Yum. Oh god, Sungold is so nice, so sweet. The sweetest tomato you'll ever taste, I think. Then here we have the lovely Tigerella, which have done so much better this year than they did last year. And starting to get, well, not just starting, we've had quite a few Tigerellas actually. And behind the Tigerellas, there's more Sungold. And there's some more Sungold there. Doing quite nicely. Yeah, nothing on them. They're quite good at resisting the blightiness as well, I think. This one here is called Ananas, and I think I got them free on a packet, on a magazine. So we'll give them a go. A beefsteak tomato. They seem to be okay. I don't know. I won't know till I taste them whether I like them or not. Shimmer. They've been lovely. I'm sure I've got another plant of shimmer somewhere. Oh yeah, right at the back there. There's another shimmer plant at the back there. I thought I had another one. They're doing alright. Ailsa Craig. Doing what Ailsa Craig always does and doing alright. We've had quite a few off there. So Gardener's Delight there. Much smaller than the Ailsa Craig. And I said I wouldn't grow it again. Did you hear me last year say not growing that again? Costa Luto, Fiorentino. Actually, I'm really rather glad that I did, because I did ignore myself. Because I've got quite a few Tommies growing on there now. Marvellous. And of course no garden's complete without it. Roma. I have got others at the end. Let me put this tomato in a bag. That were shop bought, not sown tomatoes. Tomatoes. Those are all my seed sown tomatoes. At the end, beyond the Roma, there's a few, just a few. Shop bought ones. Yeah, I bought them as seedlings. So there is a large red beefsteak tomato at the back. So that's about the size of a grapefruit. So I'm looking forward to that. And then those little cherry ones are actually a black cherry, and they're delicious too. I rather like those. So they might happen again. They are heirloom, I believe, not an F1. So I'm going to save seeds from them. Let's see how we get on. It's so hot. Clammy. I'm sure it's going to storm later. There are some black clouds rolling in. Excuse me, my trousers are falling down. Why do I grow so many tomatoes? Because I like them. Short answer. We use them to cook with, but most of them I will just put in whole into bags in the freezer and just tumble some out, as many as I need when I want to cook, and use them as if they were fresh but not fresh from the freezer. So pretty good. It is disappointing that blights got in here. I'll tell you no lies, that's a bit of a gut wrencher. However, I am keeping, like I said, keeping a close eye on things. So, fingers crossed we'll still get lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of tomatoes out of here. I'm not giving up. I am not giving up. Next year I'm going to do what Vivi does, and I'm going to use dispersible aspirin and spray them regularly. I think she does them once a week. That she's done an excellent video of it. If I can remember, if I can find the video, cause, yeah, I will pop it in a link down below. Down below. But overall, I am reasonably happy. Overall. The Sun Gold, obviously, salad tomatoes. But also I add them to sauces and ooh, they sweeten it up something rotten. They really do. It's a good old lot of tomatoes. It's a good old lot of tomatoes. I'm going to harvest now. I'm going to get rid of some bits of plants that are looking a bit dodgy. And I'll do you another update on how it goes. I think it's going okay. I do. I know it's nicer when you can let them ripen on the vine, but sometimes, you got to cut your losses, and you either take them in green and let them ripen on the windowsill, or you ain't getting no tomatoes. And I am not living all winter without a taste of summer through my tomatoes. Absolutely not. Right, shall we harvest? Would you like to harvest with me? Why not? Okay. So one of the things that I do is take my tomatoes just a little bit early. So, because we've got this visitor that keeps coming in, when they're just before ripe, fully ripe, I'll take them in and we get them instead of whatever the animal is. Come on, brides! From the tomato taste test that Jane did on Jane's allotment diary. They're supposed to be really quite amazing. See, that one is very, very unripe yet, but it will be fine on the windowsill. I've already ripened a few on there. I think we'll have that one off as well. We're going to be using some of these tomatoes for dinner tonight. Kale, tomatoes, lentils, onions, courgette, peppers, all sorts of things, and eggs from our chickens. I'm going to now do the bit of this job that you have to do last in the day, and then my secateurs will go into Dettol. A Dettol solution in the kitchen until tomorrow morning, and I'll come out and check everything again. So I'm going to get the tomatoes from the plant that has definitely got a blighted stem, get them off. Tomatoes all look fine on it, and I certainly just harvested some, so I'm going to take them inside. I'm going to and get, oh dear. It's not, some of them are more resistant than others. You're going to have this every year growing tomatoes in the UK. It's how it is, and I'm pretty stunned, to be fair, that I've still got tomato plants standing. Maybe it's because I live where I live. Didn't get as hot here or as humid, although oh my goodness gracious me, it's humid today. Cripes. That the blight didn't kick in as much as it did. So I am going to carry on removing leaves and watching carefully, and certainly removing things like that. That's not blight. I thought that was blight on that plant for a minute then, but it's not. It's just I've knocked a leaf when I was going through from the look of it, and it's just a dead leaf, not a blighted leaf. Right, honestly, Sun Gold, Sweet Baby, Shimmer, and I'm hoping those Black Russians, amazing. The yellow plum ones are great as well. Do you know what? I just love tomatoes. I'll eat them in whatever way, shape and form. So, except for ketchup, I'm not a ketchup person. I know. Okay. It's not all been a walk in the park. I've lost a few plants. And certainly now at the moment there's a struggle to keep things going long enough for them hopefully to ripen up, get to ripen up on the vine rather than having to be taken in. Some of them will do. I think the Shirleys are supposed to be blight resistant. Supposed to be. Thank you for watching. It's been my pleasure as always. I do hope you've enjoyed hearing about what varieties that I've grown this year, why I've grown them and how I'll use them. That lot that I've just picked, the properly ripe one's going to go in that sauce tonight with the lentils and eggs and things. Oh, it's going to be so good. I love that dip meal. And the rest of them will go on the windowsill to finish ripening up. A lot will go in the bag in the freezer. Starting to fill up in there now with tomatoes, which is yay. And the others will get used in salads and just as parts of our meals. Bye bye for now. I hope I'll see you next time. I've just realised that has been there all the way through that. All the way through it. Oh, dear me. Thank you for watching. It has been my pleasure as always. I do hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.